Hello, everyone. It is VJ from VJ's Crochet. It's Monday. It's cold. Well, it's not really that cold, but it's cold. Hi, everybody. Sorry I'm late. I was here early. I had everything all set up and then realized I didn't have my tea. So I had to go to the other side of the house to get my tea and come back because we know how it is when I can't breathe. Ooh. I am drinking. Oh Lord, what's it called? Golden milk. And I just got a mouthful of turmeric. Hi, everybody. It's Make Along Monday, where we get to share our makes, what we're working on, tips, tricks, gossip, the whole 9 yards. And it's cold, and I'm wearing a real hat because I can't get warm. Except when I have my own personal summer. But we're not even going to talk about that. But my hands are cold, and I haven't stopped long enough to put on my little crochet gloves. I'm going to get to it. Jessica's in the house. Hello. Good to see you. And there's Sandra, and Roberta is here. Roberta changed her avatar. Look at you, girl. Cammie's here. Hello there. How are you? Cynthia's here. Good to see you. I got up early this morning to go to the store before the winter storm hit. Nah. Roberta says, I'm in and out on my internet, so if I quit talking, I'm not trying to be rude, y'all. I understand. I walked through the kitchen to get my coffee, and my deck was wet. And I said, it's not warm enough for the ice to melt, because if it melts, it's going to refreeze when the storm hits. And I looked, and my deck was just as shiny, and I'm like, what's going on here? So I walked to the front of the house, and I looked at my driveway, and there was this nice glaze of ice going down my driveway. I said, guess who is not going to the store today? I was in the house. I have not been anywhere. I've been waiting to see how much was going to melt before I went out and threw out my ice melt, because it's like, I'm not going out there and sliding down that driveway, because I'll slide down and won't be able to get back up. It's not pretty. I've done that before. Mary, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. And there's Miguel, listening while laying down freezing rain here. Yeah, I'm sorry you're having that. We've got it too. And there is Dozer Moser is. Are you Nancy? I'm going to make somebody a Nancy here one day. Dozer, I am sorry. What is your name? My poor little brain. I'm going to finally remember your name without asking. But for the next month, I'm going to ask you your name every time I see you. Please don't be offended. There's Michelle. Girl. My driveway is a sheet of ice. Nobody has gone out to salt. I don't think MoDOT has been down my street. And that horseshoe turn at the end of my street, all I saw was flashing red lights this morning. So I think somebody was gunning their engine to get up the hill. And then when they got up the hill, they couldn't turn to go around the corner. That's all I can imagine, because guess who did not go up there to see? I kept my little happy tail right here. How are you, Mary? My pad's not working. Thank you so much. I decided to come on a little bit early because I used to come on between Hook Crochet and Granny D. And then I realized Sandy's not coming on Mondays. I don't have to pick up Shorty. So I'll just take that extra 45 minutes. And if that extra 15 minutes. And if I did my calculations correctly, I should not run over my hours on StreamYard. If I do, then I'll just have to use the YT. My brain doesn't like it, but I can do it. My brain doesn't like YT. Mm-mm. Sandra says the temps are slowly warming and rain. Be in mid 70s by the end of the week. That's why everybody's sick. So you're going from freezing to mid 70s. That's not healthy. Okay, Jen. Felicia, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. How are you? What's in your cup and what is on your hook? That is so me. If I fall down, I'm there for a while. Girl. No, it's not even that. It's sliding down the hill. And you can't get that traction to go back uphill. And I know you're supposed to do that stupid walk sideways mess up the hill. I could walk up the grass, but it was just the idea that I would just slide down the hill and I'd be down there. It was like, no, 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 no. Too old to carry is Nancy. I knew there was a Nancy in here somewhere. Thank you. I knew somebody was a Nancy. I remembered that much. I just couldn't remember who was the Nancy. Hi, Nancy. So then Doza Moser is going to tell me who she is. And I'll be okay until Wednesday, and we'll have to do this all over again. Girl is in the contract. And you know what? We don't even have to love her, but we can't file for separation and we cannot file for a right of protection. She's just going to be up here all close and personal and in our face, whether we want her to or not. That's just so wrong. Kathleen, welcome in. Good to see. And see, Kathleen messes with me because her channel is Candice. So, Kathleen, when Kathleen Davy is in the house, I'm going to call you Candice just so I can keep my Kathleen straight because your channel name is Candice. But hi, Kathleen. Welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. And I will send you my I don't even know what to call this weather. I don't know if it rained. I don't know what happened. I slept through whatever happened outside my window last night. And I woke up to a big surprise because I guess I wasn't paying attention when they told me what it was going to do, but they said it was going to go on until 6:00. I don't know. Kathleen has hot tea with lemon. She is crocheting on her burgundy shell blanket. Ooh, I like shells. Darcia, girl, I'm as crazy as ever. Get ready to laugh. I hope you wore Depends today. Let me bring this camera down so you all can see. I don't read lips, but if I can't see your mouth, I can't tell what you're saying. So if anybody else is out there like me, if you can't see me, you don't know what I'm saying. So I'll pull that down so you can see my mouth. Get an idea of what I'm supposed to be saying, even if it doesn't come out of my mouth. We know how I am. Darcia has coffee in her cup, nothing on her hook yet. She finished a hat to match her scarf yesterday. I do have a bunch of squares I need to make something out of. I had my one pot of coffee this morning, and when I went back to get my second pot, my temperamental Mr. Coffee decided he wasn't going to do it. And I said, see, that's why I have the new coffee maker out in the garage. And I thought about going out in that garage, getting the coffee maker. And I said, that's okay. I'll make tea. I'm not supposed to drink that much coffee anyway. I need more water in my life. I was like, that's okay. If I really want coffee, I know how to boil the water and make coffee. But if I'm going to boil the water, I'll just go ahead and make tea. It's that time of the day. Everybody's speaking. Thank you all for speaking. Roberta says, Mary, last time I got down to get something out from under the bed, I was there for a while. I did that. I got down, got the object out from under the bed, and then realized I couldn't get up off my hands and knees. I said, okay, I know what exercises I have to work on this year because I can't get down on the floor on my hands and knees and then not be able to get up. That is not what we're going to do this year. So this year we're working on thigh exercises. I have to rebuild up the muscles in my thighs and the muscles in my arms. I just gotta retone my whole body because since lockdown, I've lost all muscle tone. Even though I do all of my own yard work. It is odd to me how fast everything just fell apart. Now I got to spend the rest of the year getting it back together. Not happy. No, now you changed your name again. Crafty Shenanigans. Oh, Isella. How am I supposed to keep up with you? You change your channel name every 6 months. I love it. Crafty Shenanigans. Okay, girlfriend. Welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. What's in your cup? What is on your hook? Or are you weaving today? What are you doing? Thankfully, it looks like our Arctic weather is over. It was 18 last night, but will be in the 70s this week. My name is Dawn. Why do I have so much trouble remembering that? Dozer, Moby. I gotta find my book. I used to keep a little notebook right next to me with everybody's channel name and their real names next to it. I have to start doing that again because for some reason, I'm really having trouble with your name. I don't know why. So please forgive me. For whatever reason, it's going to take me a while to get that up here, but I will. And thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I really, really do. Cammy says, I'm up here trying to figure out my new yarn ball winder. Oh, enjoy that. Yeah, those are a little hard to figure out sometimes, but then once you get it, you're going to love it. You had one. It's not like your old one. Mary says, it is raining here, but it's 37, so hopefully it won't freeze. I'm crossing my fingers. Sandra says, oh, yes, teens to mid-70s, going to be a lot of sick folks. Girl, you went from the teens to the mid-70s. How do you do that? That is such a, that's, I got no word. Sandra, you asked me one point about that GI scan. Did your husband have it? Did he do okay with it? Is everything all right? Nancy says, howdy, everybody, listening and lurking while working around the house. I hear you. I hear you. We're in 70s today, 80s by end of week, snow next week. I have a flock of geese flying. Dag. That's like 60 geese. I didn't know we had that many. I don't know where they're going. But oh yeah, they're flying south. that way is south. You're going from 70 to 80s to snow. I can't wrap my brain around that. How does that happen? Ooh. I'm sitting in the sun catching some bit while I can. I know. No, what we've got the glare of the window flashing across my glasses, but notice there's not that sun coming across, which is probably much better for you all watching me on screen, but there's no sun. Denny, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. What's in your cup and what is on your hook? Sandra says, I get a good laugh with Keri. She's always asking where I live. It's right there in my name. You know what? When I first met you, I did the same thing. And I was like, where do you live? Because I actually thought that was your first name and like you had a hyphenated last name. Because my initials are VLF, and that's how I signed my name. And so I thought you were Sandra, whatever, whatever. And you said South Carolina, and I said, oh, that's where she lives. And speaking of Keri, hi, Keri, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. What's in your cup and what is on your hook? Nancy says, Mother Nature must be busy elsewhere because so far today she hasn't tormented the middle St. Louis. That's because she's busy over here bothering me. Because Lord have mercy, she is not. Now, see, okay, where's the thing? My computer says is 33. However, we got ice out here. I don't understand. Yeah, she means South Carolina. Yep, that's what she means. Dawn is about 40 minutes south of Charlotte. Oh. Roberta says, Candice, Kathleen, don't feel bad. I've been called all kinds of names. None bad. Yarning for a smile. Kim still tells the story of how when I met her, she was Mona. She was Mona for like the first 3 months until she finally convinced me that she wasn't Mona. Yarning for a Smile and Sifting Some Soil have their channel names all run together and they're all lowercase. So I wasn't really reading. I just looked at it and thought it said what I was looking at because I wasn't picking apart all those letters. So I wasn't really reading what the channel name was. So yeah, she was Mona for a long time. Sandra is asking Keri, you shopping for a blanket ladder? Miguel found one for a good price a while back on Marketplace. Miguel finds some great deals on Marketplace. I don't know how he does it. I really don't. Laura, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. How are you? What's in your cup and what is on your hook? Sandra is in Aiken County across the river from Augusta. We all know I don't know how far Augusta is from Charlotte, so I'm just going to keep on moving. I never did learn geography. Didn't like it, never learned it, still don't know it. Denny says, Sandra, all the years we were chatting, I finally know that what the SC stands for. I hear you. I hear you. Because remember, Teresa, Yarn again, her son Scott goes by SC. And there's Sanita. Sandra, so we are on opposite ends, although we travel to Columbia a lot. There's a Columbia in South Carolina? Okay. And there's our little tanky poo. And everybody is speaking. Isela says, I'm closing in on the perfect name. I will be there maybe in July. I actually like that one, Isella, the crafty shenanigans. I do like that one. I was just teasing you because it's like, well, you do this to me about every 6 months. You change your channel name. Luckily, I know who you are. Luckily, Dawn says, to be fair, I think it's only my second or third time on your lives. You know what? But I've seen you on other people's lives. But we always go by channel names. Plus, I suffer from CRS. But thank you so much for being here, and I appreciate it. And thank you so much for being understanding, because my mind is not what it used to be. Mara, listening while I get some lunch and prep for tutoring. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it. What's for lunch? See, Mara has lunch and gives me ideas on what to have for dinner. Cami says, it's a lay flat wood one. That's not the yarn ball winder. That's the Swift, Cami. If it lays flat. Miguel uploaded 3 videos today. No, he uploaded a video today. Where did I get the 3 from? Jill, welcome in. Thank you so much for dropping your DNA. I totally appreciate it. And if you're still here, how are you and yours? You all know I'm 10 minutes behind in the chat. It just is. Cynthia says, I can't remember names with channels. I call them by their channel handle. No one has ever said not to. Right. But some channel handles, like Lydia's, are so long, I'm not going to sit here and say all that. Luckily, she has Lydia on the end. But some of these channel names are just ridiculously long. They really are. They don't need... My own personal opinion, a channel name should not take up the whole row. That's just my own personal opinion. I know that in a quarter, get me a cup of coffee at Starbucks. That's just my opinion. Isella says, I have hot green tea and working on a granny rectangle shawl. Oh, that sounds interesting. Oh, this lady next door went out here to get the mail, and she doesn't look like she's teetering, so I guess most of the ice is melted. She should let her son-in-law get the mail, but that's just me. Sandra says, test showed his liver is okay after changing to a different statin med. That's awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome. It is so good to see you, Jill. How are you feeling? What's in your cup? What's on your hook? What are you up to these days? I've got to make it over to your house. I have so many people I like watching, but there's just not enough hours in the day. Denny says, Cynthia, then you have the people that don't want to go by their real name. Yep, there is that. Yep. Darcia is praying for the King family. Darcia, which King family are you praying for? Because Lord knows I missed it. I didn't see anything. Cynthia, did you say something happened to a family member? Because I didn't see it. I apologize. And I'm up to where Keri came in. Darcia, what happened? You all know I don't watch the news anymore. It's just so depressing. It is just so depressing. Paula, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. Blessings and happy crocheting. Shatika, what are you up to? I don't know my own zip code. I don't know where I live. Nightbot says, weather for O'Fallon. I wonder what state in this O'Fallon is in because conditions are rain with the temperature of 33, wind is blowing, and the current humidity is 100%. Oh, that's probably pretty close. Michelle says weather. Okay, let me see. Jill says, hello all. I am doing some chores and lurking. I appreciate it. I really do. Michelle's going to get me straight. So, fluorescent rain with the temperatures of 34. We got slight wind and the humidity is 86%. So that must be O'Fallon, St. Charles County. Okay. That's not bad. I'm working on Z's Not Knit Beanie. I saw her talk about it yesterday. I don't think I've seen it. Wait a minute. No, I take that back because I did see the beanie. She was sitting in the car. She hadn't done a tutorial. Okay. Juanita, welcome in. Thank you for coming. How are you? What's in your cup and what is on your hook or needles? Jill is in Knox City. Conditions are cloudy with a temperature of 47. Oh, girl, you got a heat wave. The wind is 4 miles an hour and the humidity is 87%. Ooh. Columbia is the state capital. Really? South Carolina. I must have thought Charlotte was the state capital because Columbia rings 0 bells in my head. Kelly, thank you, sweetheart. This is Fiber Flux's slouch beanie. I have to remember which fiber it is. Fiber Flux. Yeah. It's her slouch beanie. Thank you. Renee, welcome in. Good to see you. Happy New Year. What's in your cup and what is on your hook? Crochet Crowd has a video on a flat wooden ball winder. Does he? Good Lord. A flat wooden ball winder. Thank you, Sandra. Mara's having turkey and sharp cheddar on a slice of sourdough, granola bites, and kettle chips. I love kettle chips. Nancy says, I'm bad with names too. And whenever someone uses my real name on YouTube, I always think they're talking to someone else. I understand. Because VJ are my initials, so whenever anybody uses my real name on YT, I turn and look and go, I didn't say anything. And then I realize there's somebody else in the chat with my name. And I'm like, I didn't know that. Burnell, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. How are you? What's in your cup and what is on your hooks? Yeah, we're happy for Cammie. He's going to have fun with that. Oh, thanks, Cammie. You've not heard her. Tank calls her by name quite often on other lives. And Kelly is asking Jill how the nose is going. Oh, migraines. Yeah, that's bad. Between migraine. Oh, no, not Dexter. Oh, don't tell me he passed away. Oh, that poor family. Lord help them. Oh, 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 oh. His son? Yeah, Dexter Scott King is Martin Luther King's son. Because he already lost one of his daughters. Jeez. I'm glad Coretta was not here for this. Oh my goodness. Oh, not Dexter. Oh my goodness. So Bernice and Martin the third are the only two of the four children left. How sad is that? Just after his grandfather's birthday. No, that's his father. Just after his father's birthday. Mm. Kels is Nancy. When I picked the YouTube name, everything was taken and I got aggravated. Thought, I'm too old for this nonsense. And I thought, that's it. That's my name. I hear you. I hear you. You're just too old to care about the nonsense. It's gone after my adjustment with chiropractor. That is awesome. That is awesome. I'm afraid of the chiropractors in my area because none of them are board certified. And I'm like, I don't care if you went to school. You've got to pass the test before I'm going to let you start moving my spines around and cracking my neck and whatnot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not going to happen. Winton, partly cloudy with the temperature of 34 and humidity is 38%, very similar to ours. Kel says, thank you, Nancy. Mine is Kelly. I like your handle, and it takes me a minute to get everyone's name memorized. Months. It takes me months. It takes me just months. And there is our dear darling Kathleen, a whole shebang member. Nancy is saying to Denny, that's fine. Just don't call me late to supper. Right, right. And you can call me late, just save me some food. Don't call me late and tell me that, oh, this was really, really good, but it's all gone. Then I'm mad. Then I am mad. And there's Keri, our whole shebang member. Kelly saying to Denny, shoot, I hope so, because I just did. Sorry, too old if you don't want us to. Juanita says, water. Call using second skein of Casa de Sil Mama gave me. Second skein of Casa, the sister-in-law's mama gave me. I figured it out, y'all. There's our Darcia. Kelly. Denny says, if I remember, I will. If too old is what it'll be. Charlotte is in North Carolina. The only place I actually know in South Carolina is Union County, South Carolina. The rest of that, I don't lay claim to. Charlotte is in North Carolina. Well, we know I don't know geography. See, I did not lie. I did not exaggerate. I told you the absolute truth. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Juanita, the way they move border lines around here, it might be. Oh, and there's our whole shebang member, Ms. Margie. North Carolina state capital is Raleigh. Now that I should know because I have family from there, but do I commit that to memory? Thank you. I really like it. And the colors too. What yarn did you use if you can remember? This is probably cherry red and white, and they're probably both Red Heart Super Saver because I got spoiled when they had no dye lots, and I could always go back and buy yarn, and the yarn always matched. And it was always at the little store on the corner from my house. There was no drama when I needed more yarn. Dee, welcome in. So good to see you. Thank you for coming by. I really appreciate it. And I loved your interview with Juan yesterday. That was fun. What's in your cup and what is on your hook? And now you know I'm geographically challenged. The Charlotte airport is huge. Is it bigger than the Hobby Airport in Houston? Because if it is, I don't want anything to do with it. Yeah, Charlotte is in North Carolina and Augusta is in Georgia. But since there's not really anything in South Carolina, we have to use other states' cities as landmarks. That's how y'all confuse my poor little feeble brain. It doesn't take much. And you all manage to do it all the time. What, VJ isn't your really name? I'm done. VJ are my initials. And my first mother-in-law, for whatever reason, well, she gave everybody nicknames. And she nicknamed me VJ. And working at the university hospital, one of my ER doctors from the other India was, his first name was VJ and he spelled it VIJAI. So when I had to come up with the channel name, that's what it ended up being, VJ's Crochet. Kristen, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. How are you? What's in your cup and what is on your hook? It took me a few to figure out who the heck was. That's me. with my French maiden name and my married name. Yeah, it's real fun. I make them work when they do my DNA because I don't tell them anything except my name. Is like, you figure it out and you let me know. You can't look at my name and tell what I am. It's fun. And everybody's speaking. Amanda, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. How you doing, girlfriend? When I went over to your house yesterday, you were gone. And I'm like, how did she get off before I got over here? My notifications weren't working yesterday. I just happened to catch people. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to get some tea. I'm going to get something to eat. I'm going to sit down and watch Amanda. I log in and you were gone. And I'm like, well, I have to come back and catch the replay. Debbie, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. How you doing? What's in your cup? What's on your hook? Darcia, I am too old to lie. I have this many things I know, this many things I don't know, and I know just enough of these many things to be dangerous. Or I know how to go find the answer. I spent 40 years in a trauma hospital. I know medicine, I know trauma, I know orthopedics, I know strokes. I know IT because I worked on a CT scanner. I had to make those computers work. I'm learning AV because I got this YouTube channel and you all expect me to do all this stuff. I don't know how to do it. I'm learning because I enjoy seeing what all of you talented people are doing, because you all are so flippin' talented. You're all across the country. I've never been to any of these places. I have never seen any of these things. I had a long talk with Jen Reeves this morning because she got after me for not telling her that I was going up to the Michigan Fine Yarns. I didn't know it was there. I went up to see my brother's in-laws, and I had the app that Kim from Affordably Crafty and Ginger from Yarn Geeks. They were going over apps to let you know where the yarn stores were. So I was up there, I had the app, and we were going around to the different yarn stores just so I could see what there was up there. And I walked into Michigan Fine Yarns and I was like, oh, I've died and gone to heaven. I said, and I turned to my brother's sisters in laws and I'm like, if you all want to go and do something else and come back and pick me up in a couple of hours, that's fine because this is where I'm going to be for a while and I don't want you two to get bored. And they're like, no, 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 we'll hang out with you. We're fine. I had an absolute ball. Got permission from the lady to, videotape in the shop and to load the tape to my YouTube. When I got back to my room and I was going to, upload the tape, that very same day, Bob did a yarn unboxing from that store. And I'm like, how does this happen? I've never seen anybody do anything on Michigan Fine Yarns, and Bob does an unboxing on the same day I'm in the store recording. So I just held on to it and I said one day when I had no content and I wasn't going live, I would drop it. And that's what happened. I wasn't going live that particular time. And I said, well, now's the time for me to drop that video. And it's far enough afterwards that it doesn't look like I'm copying off a bod because I had no idea she was doing that. Tammy, your granddaughter made your name? Really? Oh, my daughter made my channel names. My my channel members' names. She's the one who did the cup, hook, and the whole shebang. Sometimes we just need a little help. I'll need a lot of help. Son-in-law. Okay. I was close. Sister-in-law, son-in-law. I had the in-law part right. Now, Juanita, I have a 50% chance of being wrong. I'm going to take the wrong way first. What is she doing outside? I'm glad you didn't fall. Yes, ma'am. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Bigger hugs back. Yeah. Nancy says, the St. Louis is what more do you really need to know? Right. Somebody told me there's one is it North Carolina? Cat Bird sent me a comment. It's either North or South Carolina, so there's 3 St. Louis's. I love you, Juanita. Chris, welcome in. Water and moss stitch washcloth. Awesome. And that's right. Chris is in Decatur. And I don't have an update yet on the Midwest Fiber Fest meetup. Chris is in Decatur. So if any of our Decatur people, if any of our Illinois people are coming to the meetup in St. Louis in April, if you're coming by Decatur and you have a big enough vehicle for Chris and her wheelchair, please get in contact with Chris Kaleidoscope because she would like to come, but she needs way down here. Appreciate it. Renee saying hi to everybody. Kelly saying thank you. I really need those hugs right now. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I was working on your issue today and um I was on the computer and I was asking Alexa things and she finally looked at me and said, "I'm sorry. I don't know the answer to that." And I'm like, "Well, Alexa, work with me here." You have the Dillon, South Carolina Little Wedding Chapel. Most of my family got married there. Really? Ooh. Kelly says, "Shoot, I missed it. I didn't get a notification." I didn't get one either. I just happened to see it as I was looking for things. Margie, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. How are you? What's in your cup? What's on your hook? And there have been times when I knew people were live and I would look up in my little notification area, wouldn't have a notification. I'd go to the YT homepage and click on the live button. They wouldn't show up in the live feed. I would go to their channel, and on the homepage of their channel, there's usually a little blurb with a little icon that they're live. That wouldn't be lit up. But then I'd say, okay, maybe I misunderstood what they were saying. And I would go to the next live, and everybody's coming in with a raid. And I'm like, how are you raiding a live that I couldn't find? It really does get frustrating sometimes. It's like, I was on your channel page. How come I couldn't see that you were live? I don't understand it. Yes, we all need help. Water and red asteria mandala table centerpiece for next Christmas. Okay, Amanda. Oh, then you're welcome. I'm drinking Diet Pepsi and I'm finishing up my grandpa's closet by Bod. You know what, Kelly? I didn't get a notification for it either. I had remembered from Saturday night when I was at Dee's that she had said she was going to be on Juan's channel at 11 a.m. Central. So when I got out of service, then I went over to Juan's. Yeah, I didn't get a notification. I just remember that she said that. And then next week on her channel, is it Friday? Dee is going to be interviewing Juan. That was fun. That was fun. Oh, Dee, that reminds me. I wanted to chat was going so fast I knew you didn't see it. You said you only had the one stove. Does your RV have a stove? Because Thrift said she could bring a burner, so you would have two stoves and a burner to do your yarn dyeing workshop. My late husband's friends had an RV, and we would stay out there when we went to visit. I liked being in the RV. Oh, that Houston airport is as big as I want to be. I think I went to the Atlanta airport once. I stayed in my seat. I didn't go anywhere. Margie and El Centro, they have rain and it's 56. They have wind and 100% humidity. Ooh. Chris's weather's down there someplace. I don't see it yet. Kel says, and my cup as always is Diet Pepsi. After I finish my 1 cup of Joe, on my hook is a somebody ears, I think. Ah, is Sanita in here? I finished their track stitch beanie. I hate when I lose words mid-sentence. There's my track stitch beanie in time for Black History. And I showed my daughter, she says, you got to make some earrings to go with that. You need to make big earrings. So I got to tie in that in. I got to make a trip to Hobby Lobby to get some big earring hoops. She's like, you got to make big earrings to go with that hat. Okay. There is Charles. Angie, hi sis, how you doing? You snuck in here and didn't even say hi. Did you say hi? There is Charleston, Hilton Head, Myrtle Beach, and Gullah Gullah Island in South Carolina. I've heard of Charleston, Hilton Head, and Myrtle Beach. However, I don't know if I remembered that they were all in South Carolina. Well, my brother was here. He went all kinds of crazy because he said I was tormenting Siri. I was like, if I've got her, she needs to answer me some questions. D, this is what happens over here. It starts out being nice and calm, and then it just goes downhill real fast. Tammy's in Brunswick, and I'll never remember that. And she has 33 degrees, 46% humidity. Oh. Now she's saying hi. Girl, how's the boss? I don't know. I haven't seen her in forever. And when Ginger comes on, I'm already somewhere else. So I don't know. You're the same way over there. I love this community because I get an education. I really do. And there's my darling Sanita. I think D and Thrift. Now, see, when I went there, must have been 21, 22. I hadn't seen it. So then I was on D after I got home and all of that was over. I had seen where D had said that she was going to do a meetup with somebody at Michigan Fine Yarns, and it's like, well, I was just there. I was like, I really didn't know anybody was in the area. She did an unboxing, right? But see, I didn't. My way of thinking, Bod had her unboxing before I could upload my live. So I didn't want it to seem like, oh, Bod's done an unboxing. Let me go to the store and I can videotape the store and I can put this up too. I didn't want any kind of issue going on with this little bitty person down here trying to piggyback off of Bod. So I just held on to it. Didn't bother me. It was just the coincidence of us doing the same thing at the same time on the same day. Because I was like, how did she know I was standing there? Speaking of little Tanky Poo, there she is. That would have been the best time to drop the video. Really? Really? Well, now I know next time. Because that was the time when everybody was talking about people, copying other content creators' ideas. And so I didn't want to be lumped into that group. Thanks, Jill. Yeah, that I was just trying to stay in my lane. I didn't want to be accused of anything because I wasn't trying to piggyback off of anybody. I just happened to be there and fell in love. Sandra, right, two different things altogether. Okay. I know for next time. Thank you. There's Chris K. Thank you guys. See, I learned from you all. See, you just never know who's here. I only have one son and three girls, and my son is the baby, so there won't be a daughter in law for a long time. Long, long time. That depends. How old is that baby boy? It is 36 in the Bronx, and she's crocheting on her burgundy lacy shell blanket in Mary Maxim acrylic yarn. Okay. Yeah, we do. We crack up a lot here. It's not as bad as when Jeannie and Sandrine and everybody get together. I don't think anybody's had to wear the pins, but it's been close. Bridget, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. How are you and the king? What is in your cup and what is on your hook? Cynthia says, sometimes I have to really search too. I know they're alive, but can't find it. Wow, thought it was just, no. I get really frustrated because I'm like, I know they're alive. And then one time, I couldn't find the live because it was a members only live because I didn't feel bad about that because it was like, well, I'm not a member. I shouldn't have been there anyway. But there are other times when I know the people are live and it's like, I don't know where they are. That's so sweet of you. I know I dropped out of the algorithm when I took 2 weeks off from YT. And, we have lives. We really do. Barbara, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. How are you? What's in your cup? What's on your hook? So it's Saturday. Okay. Juan is going to be on Dee's Creative Hands' channel this coming Saturday. And Dee goes live at, I have to do this the long way around. Granny's at 3. Mama G's at 4. D's at 5. Is it 5 o'clock? Central. I just start at 2 o'clock Central, and I just go live hopping with everybody else. It's either 5 or 6. I knew about it from Dee's live too, but then of course my brain forgot. I know. Dee says, yes, we do. Good idea. Hey, I had a good idea. You're welcome for mentioning transport need. You're welcome. You are welcome. Beret. What did I call it? Track stitch. Oh, I called it a beanie because I'm always doing beanies. Thank you, Juanita. It's a track stitch beret. It's a free pattern on Yarnspirations, and the Stitching Together with Friends are doing it, and they will be live tomorrow. Don't ask me the time because you all know how I am with numbers. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Yeah, I got a lot of good ideas if I can remember them. If I think about it. If it's that 1 hour of the day when the brain is working. Yeah, I don't know what happens. I really don't know what happens. Thank you, Darcia. Sandra says, I get wheelchair added to my plane ticket when in Atlanta. They meet you at the gate, push to next gate, tip the guy. That place is, girl, yes. I understand. Yes. Yeah, it is. It's huge. It's huge. It really is. Oh, good D. I missed him last night. I had a migraine, so I had to lay down. The only other place that's worse that I've actually traversed is Chicago O'Hare, where you have to go get on the train to get to the next gate. I said, where's this gate? I'll just walk over there. And they're like, ma'am, you can't walk over there. You got to go out and get the train, and the train will take you over there. And I'm like, how much is the train? He says, you don't have to pay for the train, but you can't walk. I'm like, okay, I'll take the train. Now, does this train know to let me off when I get to the next gate? Explain this to me, because I don't want to be going around and around this airport on the train and miss my plane, because you got me doing something I don't understand how to do. Yeah, I wasn't loving that at all. So I am not losing it when I can't find a lot. No, girl, they hides them. I only need 493 watch hours to reach 4K. There you go, Margie. I need 180 people, no, 190 family members to get to 1K. You're closer than I am. Welcome in, Maritza. Hola. How are you doing today? Juanita has spinning on hold until I get my orifice hook back during the move back home after babysitting for 4 days. It fell off in my son-in-law's garage, so gotta wait for somebody to bring it home. Ooh. Can they mail it to you? Welcome in, David. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. What are you up to? Is it lunchtime? Jessica's lurking. She's trying not to go out and throw salt as well. I hate trying to type on this phone. My fat fingers keep it. I can't do the phone. I so miss my Palm Pilot. And the reason I got the Palm Pilot was because I need keys. Give me a Palm Pilot or a BlackBerry. These phones do zero for me. Zero. Kel wanted to go to that meetup so bad, but my engine got seized up, so I had no way there. Oh, girl. Chris is doing cinnamon stitches. Oh, cinnamon stitches shops there too. Does she? Okay. Dawn, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. What's in your cup? What's on your hook? See, we had just come back from Michigan Fine Yarns when Ba did hers. I did the same thing, held off with my unboxing. See? Great minds, D. We held off. And I was like, but when I walked in and the lady says, have you ever been here before? I said, no, I'm new. She says, well, all of the animal fibers, the alpacas, the wools, all of that is on this side of the store. And all of the acrylics and the cottons are on this side of the store. And I'm like, ooh, I looked over there and it's like, oh, and I looked over there and it's like, you all can come back and pick me up in 2 hours. I'm going to be here for a while. Sandra doesn't watch unboxing or yarn hauls. It's just so much. It's so much. Yeah, we're praying for D. We're praying for you. We're praying for everybody. So who cares what they say about what you upload? I didn't, I was still trying to learn the YT etiquette. I was still trying to learn. And, they just say some things you just don't do. And I wasn't sure. So I didn't do it. I just waited. I knew I was not going to erase that tape and it was going to be uploaded. And it was. Oh, Dee, thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. I appreciate it. Kelly, welcome in. Thank you for coming. How are you? What's in your cup? What's on your hook? And members, don't forget, you've got emojis to play with. Girl, yes, 2 hours. Yes, yes, it is cold outside in the bushes. You sometimes I like to look at Watch Me Crochets just because I like to see other people's, techniques. And they were telling me that the one lady holds her yarn and her hook in her right hand and crochets. I had to look at that because I couldn't envision it in my mind. And after I watched her for a few minutes, I was done with it because it was like, I don't know how you do that. And that doesn't even look comfortable. David was wondering daughter in law. DIL is daughter in law. Jessica says, Kels, great point. Hanging out in the house plants. Yeah, some of them are nice. But see, I I really rather do the lives when people are having conversations. Thank you. What are you having for lunch, David? He's always got something good. I don't do unboxing or yarn hauls. It just makes me want stuff I can't afford. That's why I stopped, because it's like I don't need any more yarn. I really don't, unless it's to finish a project. So of course, I ran out of black yarn and I don't have any orange yarn. So I have to go get some black and some orange yarn. In the meantime, I'm just going with what I have. I'm shopping my own stash. And there's Kathleen. There's Lydia. I am at the doctor for my stomach doing more tests. I am so sorry, Lydia. I hope they get to the bottom of it. I was really hoping that medication would help you. Don't mind seeing what's in the stores, though. Sometimes I can't watch those store videos either because they're moving too fast and I get dizzy. I'm just falling apart. And there's our dear Keri. That's Kelly. She's Keri. I need to read the line that I'm actually on. Is what I need to do. There's Darcia. Everybody is speaking. Everybody's speaking. Nightbot has dropped Margie. D says it's 6 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, it's 5 p.m. my time. I knew something was a 6 and something was a 5, but I couldn't get it straight in my head. 6 p.m. Eastern, which is 5 p.m. my time. So it seemed like there was Granny D's at 2, Sam's at 3. Who's at 4? And D's at 5. See, I had an hour missing, and that didn't seem right. So Juan is going to be on D's channel at 6 p.m. Eastern this coming Saturday. It's a lot of fun over there. Same here, but I like learning about new to me yarns in case I need some in the future. Barbara's drinking water and crocheting boho vibes pillow for one of her daughters. Boho vibes, that sounds like fun. Please put a picture of it in FO Friday when you finish. I'd love to see that. Roberta says, Kel, I know, but I have no willpower, so just don't tempt myself. I know. It was all fun until dear darling Robbie Bird blessed me with 4, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 cases of yarn. I don't ever need to buy yarn again in my life. I truly, truly don't. I truly don't. If you've noticed, I don't enter giveaways anymore. I don't need any yarn. I really don't. You need to make a CRS journal that you keep all your keyboard and jot down your ideas. Yeah, I do. But then I look at the journal and I can't find the idea when I need it. Kim H, thank you, everybody. Speaking, oh, before Granny D comes on, because you know I start talking and I don't get out of here in time. I have this much left on my first cake for Shorty's blanket. I'm using the right yarn for a change, because you know I did the other part in the wrong yarn. But there's the beginning of, did I say, don't forget, don't worry about what I say, because you know I'm always wrong. But this is Shorty's blanket so far. She's going to love it because I love it. I laid it out on the couch yesterday and I was like, ooh, that's pretty. I like that. David says the best ideas are the forgotten ones. That one that would make you rich is in the mental graveyard somewhere. You're right. You're right. I don't need the willpower because I'm broke. But then that just makes you anxious because you want it and you don't have the money for it. I don't need to stress myself like that. O'Hare is a nightmare. They would fly into Midway when I was stationed there. Speaking of Granny D, she just went live. Okay. I would like to thank everybody who has spent this last hour and 11 minutes with me. You could have spent it anywhere, but you chose to spend it with me, and I do not take it lightly. Please like, share, and subscribe. Send people my way. I only need 180 more people to get to the 1K. That's my next milestone, and then it's all fun. We do it for fun, and I'm not stressing over it. I'm having a good time. I had no plans on starting a YouTube channel when I joined this Yarny community, but you all are really, really, really the best. Please socially distance. Do what you need to do to protect you, because we've got three versions of the crud and pneumonia and the flu and RSV going around. We don't need any of that. We don't need to be sick and in the hospital. We don't need to be feeling bad. We got yarn to crochet, everybody. Save a seat for me over at Granny D's. I'm going to finish these comments because I value what each one of you has to say. And then I'll meet you over at Granny D's. Save me a seat in the front row because you know I'm short and I got to see my daily dose of fiber. Thank you all. See you soon. And Sandra says, Atlanta Airport, elevators, trains, I would never meeting the connecting. Yeah, see, I can't. I cannot. That's why I when I deplaned and I found the next gate, I went to that next gate. I did not go looking for anything. I didn't go shopping. I didn't do anything because I was afraid I'd wander off and wouldn't get back in time. I stayed right there. Cindy, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. Cynthia says Atlanta airport is like that. Trains to go to the next gate, take an elevator to the train. Girl, it was scary. It was bad enough I had to go through customs in Atlanta. I went from the plane to customs to the next plane. I didn't go anywhere else because I was like, huh? No, it was too much. It was too much. Fit if I want something bad enough, I'll fast for a day or two or stretch George until he screams to get it. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, David says the Atlanta airport was nuts. Yeah, I don't like that kind of drama. I really don't. Trains in the bathroom. David, trains in the bathroom. Nice to see you too, Cindy. Thank you so much for being here. I will write it down to pop over and watch some videos. That is sweet of you, Kelly. And Marissa's saying hi to everybody. Everybody's speaking. Did I get everybody? Dawn P has water in her cup and a veteran's blanket on the hook. Oh, you're going to donate it to the veterans, or are you doing it in red, white, and blue? In the 60s, I was on a plane for the first time, Tennessee to Miami. The Miami airport was huge. I don't, I've never been to the Miami airport. No, I've never been. I like the yarn unboxings. So many yarns I get to see that I normally wouldn't get to. Right, right. Hi, Bonnie. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. How are you? What's in your cup? What's on your hook? My doors are frozen. I can't get out of the house. Olivia could not go to work, and I couldn't go to the doctor's. Lord have mercy. Oh, my goodness. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry. That's scary. My son-in-law works at Michael's. It's tough enough without y'all teasing me. You know what, Bonnie? I haven't tried getting out my doors. I think I'll just stay right here. Nancy, me too. And I love when they take me video yarn shopping at the stores because I don't go out except once a month to my pain doctor. I understand. I understand. Well, the kids are walking to their cars and they didn't fall, so I guess it's starting to melt out there. I hope it doesn't freeze up again tonight. Juanita says I was on mute most of yesterday because Luna was watching Bluey. But watch me spin. I hear you. I hear you. Use a hair dryer. That's an idea. Sent you an email. Read it later. Okay, sweetheart. Thank you. Bonnie, oh boy, I hope you thaw out soon. Right? Jalapeno poppers for lunch. Keep me warm. Oh, I love jalapeno poppers. Have you had a shrimp kiss? They slice a butterfly shrimp open, put pepper jack cheese and jalapenos in there, wrap it in bacon, and flash fry it. So good. So good. So good. I saw you changed your icon, but I didn't know what it was. It's a scarf? Thank you for telling me because I was like, because you saw me when you walked in. I looked at it and I was like, I have no idea what that is, but that's Roberta. It is cute. Kels, yeah, I don't go anywhere either. Caregiver to elderly parents, and nowadays going to the mailbox is a field trip. I hear you. I hear you. I wouldn't go out as much as I do if I didn't have to take Shorty to band practice twice a week. Oh, Miguel, I know you don't feel good, but by this summer, you're going to get your sexy back. I see a mug with coffee in it. No, she says it's a scarf. 100 years, Mr. Fly Out, or wherever you were going. Yeah, thank you so much, Dee. I appreciate it. I've gotten 2 new family members already. That is so sweet of you. Who's on first? What's on second? Third base. And somebody missed a base because I have an open slot. So she did see a cup of coffee. See, Denny, you did see a cup of coffee. I don't have any willpower either, but my bank does. Bank says, girl, what you think you doing? The bank says, do you really want me to pay for that? I saw this video on Facebook today, and the lady was telling her agent, just give me an advance on my royalties. And he says, you've spent your advance 3 times over already. I was like, oh. Susan, welcome in. So good to see you. Thank you for coming by. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. You see a rolled up scarf? Stop it. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Sandra. She was okay with the colors and she picked the pattern. Nancy, I get it. I was my late mom's caregiver when she had cancer. It was so hard, but I'm blessed that I had the time with her, and it was an honor to care for her. That's sweet of you, Kelly. Suze, welcome in. So good to see you. Thank you for coming by. Thank you, Denny. Mama G is 4. It's 4 Eastern. See, I start out in Eastern time and switch over to Central time because I have to think what time it is when I attend, and then I get stuck in between time zones. You won 100 balls of yarn from a bag a day giveaway. Oh, girl, congratulations! There's so many people in her lives. Okay, thank you. I'll see you there. Hugs, Kristen. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Mara. All of you have a blessed day. I really appreciate you being here, each and every one of you. Oh, yeah, I got to get my tickets, Kelly. Thank you for reminding me because it'll be over and I'll still be sitting here saying, I got to get my tickets. And there's Sanita. Thank you for reminding me, Kelly. Thank you, Jill. You have a great day also. Hope you feel better. You too, Bonnie. I had to stutter over that, Bonnie. I figured it out. Take care, Susan. Thank you. Thank you all. I appreciate you being here. I really do. Everybody saying hi and bye. Hugs, Paula. And there's my Chris K. Okay, everybody. Thank you so much, Angel in Heaven. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm excited to get to know you better. Please come again. I go live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Um, Monday is usually 3. I was a little early today. Wednesdays are 1:45 Central during the school year, and Friday is 3 p.m. Central. Thank you so much for being here. And we're going to do a VJ raid over at Granny D. Thompson's. Spray Pam around the door on the rubber seal. Really, Tank? It is. We're just in here cooking. Oh, my. The rug outside is frozen, so the door won't open. Oh, dear. Thanks for coming by, Tank. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're going to be over there. Thank you. Hi, Regina. Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. We're going to do a VJ raid over at Granny D. Thompson's. Thank you, girlfriend, for being here. Love you. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.